Welcome to Motivational Repo, your go-to source for inspiration and personal growth. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects us all: courage. Have you ever waited to feel confident before starting something new? Maybe it was a new project, a difficult conversation, or learning a new skill. We often tell ourselves, "I'll do it when I feel ready," or "I just need more confidence first." This is one of the biggest misconceptions about personal growth. We believe that confidence is a prerequisite for action, a magical feeling we must possess before we can step out of our comfort zone. But what if I told you that's completely backward? The truth is, you don't need confidence to start, you need courage. Today, we're going to dismantle this myth and explore a powerful psychological concept known as the Confidence-Competence Loop. This idea will fundamentally change how you approach challenges and fears. Courage isn't about the absence of fear, it's about acting in the presence of it. Think about a public speaker stepping onto a stage in front of thousands of people. Do you imagine they feel no fear? Their heart might be pounding, their palms might be sweating, and a voice in their head might be screaming at them to run. The common perception is that seasoned speakers are just naturally confident and immune to such feelings. However, the reality is that many of the most accomplished speakers still experience stage fright. The difference is they have learned to perform despite the fear. Their courage is not a lack of anxiety, but the decision to step up to the podium anyway. They know that the only way to get through the fear is to move through it. They accept the nervous energy and channel it into their performance, rather than letting it paralyze them. This is the essence of doing it scared. It's the conscious choice to take action, even when every fiber of your being is telling you to retreat. The speaker takes that first step, says that first word, and begins their talk, trembling voice and all. Let's take another example from the world of extreme sports. Imagine a rock climber staring up at a sheer cliff face. The route is challenging, and the risks are real. It's easy to assume that such an athlete is fearless, a daredevil who simply doesn't experience the same apprehension as the rest of us. But that assumption couldn't be more wrong. Expert climbers are acutely aware of the dangers. They feel fear, perhaps even more intensely than a novice, because they fully understand what can go wrong. Their courage comes from their preparation, their training, and their trust in their equipment and skills. They feel the fear, acknowledge it, and then they begin to climb. They focus on the next handhold, the next foothold, breaking down a monumental task into a series of small, manageable actions. Each move they make in the face of fear is an act of courage. They aren't waiting for a moment of supreme confidence to wash over them before they start. They start, and through their actions, they build momentum and prove to themselves that they can handle the challenge. This brings us to the core of our discussion, the Confidence-Competence Loop. This is a powerful cycle where action builds competence, and competence builds genuine, earned confidence. It's a feedback loop that you can intentionally create in any area of your life. It starts with the initial act of courage, doing it scared. You decide to take that first step, no matter how small. Maybe it's signing up for that public speaking course, writing the first page of your book, or just making that phone call you've been dreading. When you take that action, something incredible happens. You gain a tiny bit of experience. It might not be perfect, you might stumble, but you survive. You learn what works and what doesn't. This initial experience is the first building block of competence. You're no longer someone who is just thinking about doing something, you are someone who has done it, even on a small scale. You have a real-world data point to work with. As you repeat the action, your competence grows. The rock climber practices on smaller walls before tackling a mountain. The public speaker rehearses in front of a mirror, then for friends, before addressing a large audience. With each repetition, the process becomes more familiar. Your skills improve. You start to develop a deeper understanding of the task, anticipating challenges and knowing how to respond to them. You are actively building your competence through deliberate practice. And here's where the magic happens. As your competence increases, your confidence naturally begins to grow alongside it. This isn't a false, hyped-up sense of confidence. It's real, authentic confidence, rooted in the tangible proof of your abilities. You start to trust yourself because you've seen yourself handle the situation before. The fear may still be there, but it no longer has the same power over you. It's like a background noise rather than a deafening siren. This newfound confidence then makes it easier to take the next, slightly bigger action. Your belief in your ability to succeed encourages you to push your boundaries further. And as you take that next step, you gain even more competence, which in turn builds even more confidence. This is the upward spiral of the confidence-competence loop. Courageous action leads to competence, which leads to authentic confidence, which then fuels further courageous action. It's a self-perpetuating cycle of growth. The key takeaway here is that you have to break the cycle of inaction. Waiting for confidence is a trap. It's a passive state that keeps you stuck, wondering why you never feel ready. True growth is an active process. You must be the one to initiate the loop. You have to supply the initial dose of courage. Remember, courage is not a personality trait reserved for a select few. It's a choice that is available to everyone in every moment of decision. Think about something you want to do but are scared to start. Break it down into the smallest possible first step. What is one tiny action you can take right now, despite your fear? Is it researching that online course? Is it writing a single paragraph? Is it sending one email? The size of the action doesn't matter. What matters is that you act. By taking that first, small, scary step, you are planting the seed of competence. You are proving to yourself that you are capable of acting in the face of fear. You are initiating your own confidence-competence loop. Don't judge the outcome of that first action too harshly. The goal isn't immediate perfection, the goal is simply to have done it. Celebrate the act of courage itself, because that is the true victory. Every expert was once a beginner. Every confident person was once someone who decided to do it scared. They understood, either consciously or intuitively, that action is the bridge between fear and confidence. So the next time you find yourself waiting for confidence, stop. Reframe the situation. Acknowledge the fear, honor it as a sign that you are pushing your boundaries, and then take one small step forward. Choose courage over comfort. Choose action over hesitation. Start your own confidence-competence loop today and watch as you build not only new skills, but a deep, unshakable belief in yourself. Thank you for joining me on Motivational Repo. If this message resonated with you, be sure to subscribe and join our community of go-getters. Remember, you have the power to act, and through action, you will find your strength.